What's up everyone, I'm Tessily and today I'm spilling the tea. I'm giving you all the tips and tricks or more so the little things that I pay attention to elevate my style, to make me look more stylish. Okay, so the number one thing that really took my personal style to the next level is to curate a capsule wardrobe. It is not for nothing that capsule wardrobe essential pieces, that this is a very popular topic. You see videos about that all over YouTube, also on other social media platforms, because it's that important. I now know what are the key pieces that I wear over and over again, the things that I really like and fit my personal style. If you have been paying attention, now I do much less hauls videos because I'm trying to invest more in good quality pieces. Now, this is not to say that I'm never gonna do any hauls anymore, but I'm just, just checking myself in the balance of investing in good quality pieces instead of just buying something because it's trendy or because everyone is doing it. I now shop just way more intentionally and trying to fill in the gaps in my wardrobe. So I have a wish list of the things that when I'm getting dressed and I'm like, oh, a white handbag for example will look cute with this. And that's how I make sure that the things that I'm buying are on that list, or at least they are filling a gap that of something that I don't have yet, but that is going to get a lot of wear in my wardrobe. All right, so the second trick or the second thing that I pay attention to when buying my clothes, which has really helped me take my my style to the next level, is fabrics. I really pay attention to the composition of the fabrics. I'm that girl that's going to read the labels, the composition of the fabric, but also how to take care of it, because this is truly super important, and it tells a little bit about, it tells a lot about also the quality of the fabric. Now, in general, the pieces that I get are from natural materials, so cotton, linen, wool. I want to dabble into cashmere a little bit more, and silk, those kinds of natural materials. Not to say that I don't have anything of synthetic materials, but mostly the majority of my pieces are natural materials. Now, when it comes to the quality of the fabric, it's the density that's something that I really pay attention to. I want my basics to last me for a long time, so I don't mind paying a little bit more for good quality items instead of going with the more affordable and cheaper stuff that I can only wear a couple of times because when I wash them, they don't stay nice. Like, for example, I've had some t-shirts from the more affordable stores that once I wash them, they become super sloppy, and they, even though if I steam them or iron them, it's just because the material is not nice and dense, it's not good quality, that at that point, if I want to, it won't never return to its original form. Now, when it comes to density, density is not the same as the thickness. Density is about how the material is weaved together, how tightly packed the fabric is. And one trick that you can use is to stretch the material a little bit and hold it against the light or sunlight to see how the weaving of the garment is. And this really tells you something about the quality and also the longevity of the garment. Now, I can go much more in depth when it comes to quality of the pieces that I get, how I look at the buttons or stitching, all those kinds of things. So if you want a video about that, leave me a comment below so I know that this is something that will interest you. Now, the other day my mom commented, she asked me, you don't wear belts that often, right? That got me thinking, because I was like, I do own 2 belts, but I rarely wear them. Now, let me tell you something. The moment I started incorporating belts more into my outfits, it really took my style there. A belt is such an easy way to make an outfit look more polished, also more complete. It also has a slimming effect, which makes an outfit look a little bit more feminine as well. And it adds a little bit of interest to an otherwise plain outfit. And it also accentuates the waist, which I'm always about. So how I can describe this trick is that it just completes an outfit. That's just the best way to. So if you are not really paying attention to this yet, if you don't own a belt or you have one but you don't really wear it a lot, try incorporating it into your outfits here and there and see the transformation. Okay, next up is fit and tailoring, two hacks that really transformed my style. Tailoring in the sense of, you know, getting more tailored clothes, but also tailoring in the sense of going to a tailor to make the clothes that I get fit me better. Now, when it comes to tailoring in a fashion sense, I now lean more towards getting blazers, you know, nice tailored shirts, nice tailored trousers. Now, personally, I just think that this aesthetic suits me well. I feel comfortable in it. I feel very confident. It looks classy, fresh. It never goes out of style, and also it can easily be dressed down. So there is nothing cooler in my opinion than a nice, beautiful structured suit with some fresh white Air Force One, for example. And the best part is that it doesn't necessarily need to be expensive. There are a few things that I really pay attention to when buying my tailored pieces. And these things are what make the clothes look much better. Now, the first thing is to pay attention when you're buying blazers, pay attention to the lapels. I love my lapels to be nice and wide and sharp. I think that looks just way better than those thin, flimsy ones. And also look for good shoulder pads. Shoulder pads add structure to a blazer, makes it look super sharp and nice. And for button down shirts, always pay attention to the cuffs. I love the cuffs of my shirts to be pretty wide. And also I look for the sleeve length to be a little bit longer than, so past my wrist. I just think that look is a little bit more sophisticated, and you can also play with it by rolling the cuffs up for a more relaxed vibe. When it comes to tailored pants, I always look for the waistbands that are a little bit thicker and that they have belt loops, because it is a little bit more versatile. So you can wear it with or without a belt, but you have that option. And I think it looks just way better than, you know, sometimes dressy pants have a very thin waistband. It's not that it looks bad or anything, but I just think that the thicker bands look just a little bit more sophisticated. Now, when it comes to getting my things tailored, especially pants, this is a game changer. Fortunately, now more and more there are some brands, fashion brands, that have a curve line or a petite line, but this is really not mainstream yet. And I know that tailoring, getting your things tailored, can be costly, but I promise you, like, trust me on this one. The moment I started doing this, I just fell in love with my clothes more and more because they fit me to perfection. And in the past, I only stuck to skinny jeans, leggings, you know, things that have a lot of stretch in them, because those fitted me good from the store. But now that I found a good tailor, I know that I can get also the pants with no stretch, because most of those ones don't fit me well from the store. At the waist, they leave a big gap in the back, but I know that my tailor would be able to fix that to fit me to perfection. And that's how I truly expanded the types of cuts and styles of pants that I wear, like, tremendously. Now, another element that I really started playing much more with is proportions. This one is it's kind of linked to, you know, the fit and tailoring, but I would say that proportions is really about getting to know your body type, what flatters your body type the best. Now, for me, I know that my waist is something that I always want to be accentuated, because if I don't, I will look like a potato sack. So even now that I'm super into the oversized style, street style trend that is going on right now, because I want to be comfortable. But even now, when I style my clothes that way, I always try to accentuate my waist with either a belt or with tucking in my shirt. Also, a nice way to do this is to, if you're wearing a very oversized suit, pair it with a crop top, because then you will have some midriff skin showing, and that creates the illusion of, accentuating or bringing attention to your waist. And these are the little things, honestly, that really make an outfit look super intentional and thoughtful. It makes it seem like you know what you're doing because it just goes. Another thing about proportions that I really love doing is showing a little bit of my wrist. So if I'm wearing something like a blazer that's super oversized, sometimes I do love it to hit right around my knuckles for that super oversized look, but in other times I roll them up just a little bit to make a little piece of my skin showing, because that really elongates my arms. And I also do this with my shirts because it looks a little bit messy but still in a very good way, effortless and chic. And like I said, it makes my arms look longer. It doesn't get bland or very flat, but it adds some dimension to my outfit. So my tip to you is to really experiment with proportions, get to know your body shape, because what works for me doesn't necessarily work for you, but you can just be aware of it and just experiment with it. Okay, mixing textures is another game changer, because I love wearing all black outfits or all neutral outfits, and a way to not make it look so flat and boring is to mix different textures. So for example, I have a black silk blouse that I love pairing with my faux leather leggings, and sometimes I also pair it with my shearling handbag. So that's the way that I use to, even though everything is like the same color and the same tones, it's still bringing an extra dimension to the outfit. This really shows that you know what you're doing, you're very intentional about it, and your outfit doesn't look flat and boring. So there you go. That's another trick or tip to put into your fashion toolbox to play around with. All right, let's talk accessories, and this includes belts, like I mentioned before, but also things like jewelry, handbags, shoes, scarves, hats, all of those things. So these are the things that style an outfit and takes it to where it's supposed to be going. And in this category, honestly, you guys, you can go overboard, but I would recommend to get a couple of pieces that you really love, that you can wear over and over again, that you can style with different outfits, that always look good, that it looks classic and put together. So for me, it's like a statement necklace like this one I'm wearing right here from Monica Vinader, my statement rings that I wear all the time, and my YSL sunglasses, for example. Those are some straightforward black sunglasses that I can wear them with everything, to be honest. And another category that I love investing in are handbags and shoes. Handbags especially, I just have an obsession with handbags, but still I try to be very intentional in the handbags that I get. Like, as someone that's obsessed with handbags, I don't have that many in comparison to some other people, but the ones that I have, most of them, I really wear them all the time on rotation, and that's what I love, because when I look at my collection, I feel happy about it. And like I said in the beginning, I still have a couple of handbags that I have on my wish list, but those are very specific ones that I want to fill in the gaps in my handbag collection. And also what I'm doing now, which is more and more, is to add pops of color in my wardrobe with my accessories. Also with some cute clothing pieces. I do have some nice bright color pieces, but I think that for me and my style, the most sustainable way to do it is with my accessories. So I recently got a nice green handbag, which I love. Because my wardrobe is very neutral, I can wear it with so many different outfits. And I have noticed that this is such an unexpected item in my whole outfit, which I love. So this is the category which I really want to experiment with a little bit more, like adding scarves also, hats, because I think it's so much fun and it's just makes an outfit that much better. Alright you guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it because I made it with much love for you. I really want to make more of these educational videos so that I can pass along, you know, the tips and tricks and little things that I have been doing to elevate my personal style onto you. And so if you like this, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.